So ways that we can enhance our step up movements so that we have more of this shifting happening within the pelvis. So it's really important during pregnancy that we have this ability to find internal rotation because it's going to create more space here in the bottom of the pelvis to help baby finish their rotation. So we can add a little bit more to our step ups to one, increase the range of motion of our glute to overall strengthen it, but also find that mobility within the pelvis. So at the bottom of a step up, whether you're going to be alternating or stepping forward onto it, sideways, or even a crossover step up, we want to drive this hip crease back. So I'm going to drive this hip crease back. I'm going to rotate internally towards this front leg. So now this leg is going to be in this internal rotation here. So this is my work leg. I want to drive this hip crease back. So I'm driving the femur back into the socket. So I have internal rotation here. So now my glute is in a lengthened state. And then from here, I'm going to put weight into the foot to exhale, stand up, and then I'm externally rotating in this leg. So this leg is actually just in a neutral position now, but it's going from that internal position to and externally rotating to neutral. So from here, I'm going to rotate towards that leg as I step down. So I'm lengthening in that glute, finding that internal rotation, then drive that hip crease back, and then exhale, stand up to externally rotate. So I can use my step up as an opportunity to find internal, external rotation within the pelvis. So inhale down to rotate towards this front leg. This is bringing this leg into internal rotation, and then exhale to externally rotate. And then I can do the same thing for the other side. So as I come down, I think drive this hip crease back, let the knee come in just a little bit, exhale, stand up, inhale, come back down. Now, if I wanted to do this from like a lateral position, I could do the same exact thing. So this is my work leg here. Think drive this hip crease back. I'm putting my weight into the foot. Exhale, stand up. As I come back down, we're going to internally rotate to rotate towards the front leg. Exhale, externally rotate to stand up. The other option for the step up is to do a crossover variation. So this is probably going to be the easiest to find that internal rotation. So outside leg is going to step up onto the box. So now I'm in an internally rotated position with this hip. So I'm going to load this foot. I'm already rotated towards that front leg. Exhale, stand up. And then as I come down, I have to come into internal rotation in that femur to be able to bring the foot down. So exhale, stand up. Outside leg is now going to step down and then bring this foot back down. So for all our step ups, at the bottom of the step up, when the foot is up on top of the box, we can bring that glute into a lengthened state by finding that internal rotation, rotating towards the leg. As we exhale, we're going to externally rotate in the leg to come to a neutral position in the hip, and then inhale to lower as we internally rotate. Doing those movements are going to help us find this shifting within our pelvis so that we have the range of motion and the mobility within the pelvic structure to prep for birth.